But that's not how you're going to make money. You're going to make money by selling to the outside world.
Right.
So you need an exchange of signals. You put something out there, the world gives something back to you. The entire work that goes into building a product, selling it, all of that is much more simpler. You can use AI to build a product, you can use AI to sell it, use AI to marketing.
Okay.
Quickness comes from being able to do research and go live in the same platform. So put something out there, let the world give some feedback to you.
Hello all, welcome to another episode of Shake Pods. So today we have with us Naveen. So Naveen and we recently met at an event where he was a speaker and he was demoing his product Pier20. We'll let Naveen talk about his product more, but then we had a conversation after the talk about his product and the experiment that I was running with the stock markets. So we kind of gelled, and I thought Naveen would be a great guest for our community to learn. So welcome, Naveen.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Thank you so much. So how are you?
I'm good. Good. Bit of a long day, but I don't really mind. So all good.
All
How's yours?
Okay. Nothing much apart from this podcast. So, all right. So you have had a very interesting career, right? In terms of Indian societal standards, because straight out of college, you co-founded a company and ran it for 3 years, and then you have built a lot of products for different companies as a PM, and then you also held a position as in founder's office and did some strategic advisory, and now you're a co-founder again.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are the lessons that you have learned in your first stint as a co-founder, and what are you doing better now?
Yeah, absolutely. One small point of correction, I think.
Right?
I didn't start the company right out of college.
Okay.
I started while I was in college.
Okay.
So
That's even better.
yeah, it has its pros and cons, right? Like everything in life. I was 18. A friend of mine and I, we got it talking. We wanted to build a platform, so we built one. I didn't know how to write a line of code. So the first experience was to learn how to build stuff and then to market stuff and to do everything, right? So that's largely how founders go. And especially when you're 18, you don't know much about the world. You just come out of writing competitive exams on science and maths and
Right.
really not really prepared for world skills, right?
Right.
It's been fantastic. Lot of learning. Straight out of, I think, the first co-founding role, not only learned how to build, it was our first introduction to the world of business, the world of trying to build something, trying to sell something, trying to bring people together. That was what it was all about. It was a music streaming service.
Okay.
We went straight to independent musicians, licensed their music, and put it off a subscription and that kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So yeah, it was a brilliant journey.
Okay.
I didn't want to go down the college placements, go to a IT job kind of route.
How did your parents feel about it?
This is the most fascinating question. I think most people would think they would be opposed to it, right? My parents have always supported me.
Okay.
Somehow,
That's nice.
yeah, that's excellent, right? It's a thing in the corner.
Yeah.
You don't really have to fight 100 battles. One battle is won now.
Yeah.
Or at least you don't have to fight that battle, right? They've always been supportive. They've always said, go do whatever you want. They only had one request: finish my degree, which sorry mom, sorry dad, but I did finish. But I did make them worry a little bit that I was thinking I'll quit college and pursue entrepreneurship full time and all that. So that was an interesting point.
So why did you start music IP business? Like, was there a market back then? What was the gap that you found?
Yeah, well, excellent question. Naveen of me, 30 years old, would have actually figured out whether there was a market. Naveen of 18 didn't.
Okay.
So we just said, my friend and I were musicians. He plays a couple of instruments. I was beatboxing, and I had started learning a couple of instruments. Later down the road, I learned how to DJ and stuff like that. We just said we need independent musicians to make money, and not just the big ones that have to go through a label and give up a lot of royalty rights and things like that. Right? We never really understood why labels existed and things like that. We always had a point of view. You make your music, get paid for it, so on. Right? So we built just for us. That's what it was. We didn't do much market research back then.
Okay.
In fact, I didn't know what market research was. Right. What we did was my friend found these, my co-founder, right? So he found these business plan competitions in MBA schools. And that was our first idea of what a business plan was. So we Googled, hey Google, what is a business plan, right? And then we figured out these items go into a business plan. So we started thinking and we started building, right? And that is how we built stuff. So we went to MBA schools. We went to Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. We went to even Guwahati. Went to MBA schools, participated there, where everyone competing with us were all MBA graduates, at least like 5 to 10 years older than us. We happened to win quite a lot of them. And that became like the bootstrapping money for us in the first company.
Okay.
So that was quite nice. So no, we didn't do market research.
Okay.
Market research came later.
Okay.
So which is why we had to pivot. So we tried B2C. There was no market for it. And then we pivoted to B2B, and there was a good market for that. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think with AI and music and everything, there will be a scope for that kind of product now?
I think largely music has become different. You have your own platforms you can build right now. You had them before. It was just growing. But now there are so many more platforms. You can go on Spotify, you can go on Apple Music or SoundCloud or any of these places, and even self-publish to a large degree, right? So it is going to change in a different manner. But yeah, music is something that I have long left behind.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, what are the lessons? One is market research, that you should have done more market research.
Yeah.
So are there any other learnings?
Absolutely. Why not? Right. I think there we built the product first and then started selling. That was a lesson.
Okay.
So you can't just build first and then go see whether a market exists.
Okay.
It is fine when you're 18. It is not fine any other time, right? There's other things. Over the course of my first founding, then jobs, and now, we've essentially learned that finding clarity is the first and foremost job. So it could be clarity in day-to-day things. It could be clarity in your vision. It could be clarity in the progress that you're making. That is most important. And then comes compounding. Are you getting more and more clarity every day? So that is how you need to evaluate yourself. Are you getting more clarity towards your business, towards the market, in process you have in your company, in the product that you're building, in the customers you're going after? Because that is the underlying success that any company will ever have.
Got it.
This is what they also actually call as the fundamental truths that you know that no one else knows.
That's interesting, right? Like as an engineer, and I'm pretty sure many people who is watching this, predominantly my audience are engineers as well. And as an engineers, we get hung up in like product and building and stuff like that. And most of us do not see the product market fit or do right market research, etc. So because with AI as well now, I think building product has been super easy.
Yeah.
So your idea is you should not build first, but you should do all the business stuff around it first and then start building the product.
I wouldn't go so far. So you obviously, when you have a business conversation, you have a sales conversation, you need something to show, right? So this is what they call an MVP, right? Build the very basic thing that gives the most value out of it, the most valuable product that you can build. Build it, go pitch with it, get some feedback. So why I say go sell first, right, is because most often founders are in an echo bubble. It could be a solo founder, it could be co-founders. It is there is a very nice joy in building a product in anything, right? Need not be software, it can be any kind of a thing. Building an inherently is a joy, like it captures you. So you get lost in it, which means you live in your own world.
Yeah.
But that's not how you're going to make money. You're going to make money by selling to the outside world.
Right.
So you need an exchange of signals. You put something out there, the world gives something back to you. So you can't wait 1 year, 2 years, build a product,
Yeah.
thinking, 100 people are going to use it, 1,000 people are going to use it. One day after launch, somebody will use it. Here's the other thing that most builders don't realize.
Right.
Just because you build doesn't mean people will come.
For sure. Yeah.
Right? So put something out there.
Yeah.
Let the world give some feedback to you. And this is the other thing. You learn how to listen. As builders, we think we know everything.
Right.
Right? And we like to take joy in just the process of it all.
Yeah.
And how beautiful it is. And how exciting it is. And how much progress you're making.
And
All
how
that
many
is fantastic.
features
Yes.
and how many features you are building.
Yes.
The design and everything
Yes.
you get hung up on all
Yeah,
those
yeah,
details and basically we forget whether there is a paying customer for this.
Yes.
So how to build products which customers should pay?
It's the same thing, right? Build a simple thing, put it out there,
Okay.
see who's reacting, who's not.
Okay.
With the people that are reacting to it, was that different to what you thought your customers were, or are they the same? Do you think they're using your product for the benefit that you thought they will get, or are they using it for something else?
Okay.
So this is largely getting into the world of product management and building of that sort, right? So you need to constantly that exchange of signal from the real world to your bubble of building to your bubble of company needs to happen. So keep an ear out, right? Keep your ears open.
Got it. So I think you said in one of your videos and when we had conversation as well, right, that having a co-founder is always better.
Yeah.
So is it out of experiences or maybe in your life or maybe someone you saw or or why do you think having a co-founder is really important and what are the advantages of having a co-founder and not just solo founder?
Absolutely. I mean, if you ask me, you always need to have a co-founder
Okay.
because founding is a lonely job. If it is so hard for you to have a co-founder, go get advisors. And you should do, if you have co-founders also, go get advisors. But you need somebody to tell you that you're not going in the right path because most often you're lost in your ways because the process has taken so much energy out of you. You're not capable of recognizing that you've gone off path. You're not capable of seeing what's out there, right? Maybe you're a solo founder and you're building all the time. You forget to sell. But if you have a co-founder, if you're building, what is the co-founder doing now?
Yeah.
He has to sell.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, dude, give me a product.
Yeah.
I don't have any job to do right now without, you give me something to go sell. And so it's a nice balance. And at the dynamics of it all, right? Having a co-founder means when you're down, your co-founder picks you up. When your co-founder is down, you pick them up.
Okay.
That is the most important part. So that way, the company is always moving ahead.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you're a solo founder, you got a sick day, the company has a sick day.
Okay. I get your point. So I think the most important, I think even important question than that is how to pick a co-founder.
I think
Who
this
do
is
we pick a
yeah.
co-founder as?
Yeah. This is the toughest job, right? It is equally as tough as picking your partner for life.
Okay.
Because this is a business partner for life.
Right.
If you're going to build a business, it's going to be successful. Minimum is 10 years. At minimum, right? You're going to build for the first year, find product market fit, so on and so on. By the time it is reasonably successful, it's 10 years. So, first and foremost, someone you're comfortable with, someone you can fight with, but also get to the ground. Someone who also has the same mindset as you,
Okay.
that it is in the interest of the company that they're doing something.
Okay.
Right? If you have an argument with someone, and if they take it personally every single time, it's not going to work out.
Right.
Right? And the second most important thing with a co-founder, right? Are their incentives aligned with yours, and both of your incentives aligned with the company,
Okay.
personally and professionally, right? Is there, let's say, everything that they think about for the next 10 years, is that aligned with, yes, I need to start a company, I need to run a company,
Okay.
and yes, it is this company that we have to do, and it is with this person that we have to do. All these are interpersonal dynamics.
Right.
So it is, I see people trying to find co-founders, right? And they try to find co-founders
Yeah.
in strangers that they've met.
Yeah.
I have honestly no idea how that has worked out.
Okay.
You need to have some form of a background. You need to have some history.
True.
It's right. You can reset to that point.
True. Because I think in one of the events, one of the persons has asked me to be a co-founder, because I think he's running an incubator or something, and he has a company which is looking for a co-founder.
Right.
The first thing is, how can you be a co-founder with strangers is something, that formula, I still don't know how that works, right? Because as a co-founder, I think you need to have that personal relation and everything.
Yes.
Even before the business mindset towards the company, and that mindset aligning, and all that would be secondary. You should first get along with the person.
100%.
So I think that's really important. So let's say you get along with this person, right? What would be like the most important thing? Is it skills or likability or mindset? Which would you rate better, or which should you choose in a co-founder?
So you're asking me if two co-founders should like each other.
Yeah, but like, for example, there is likability factor of that co-founder, but there is another person who you don't like that much, but they have really good supplementary or complementary skills than what you have.
Yeah.
So who would you pick?
No, it's a very complicated question. It's not as simple as just A or B.
Yeah.
So not liking someone is a very deep question, right?
I don't think I don't think you like both of the persons enough, but you like the other person more. But they are ACDC
It goes to
with
why
the
you like
skills.
the other person more.
Yeah.
So you need to figure out what qualities you want in a co-founder. Okay, first and foremost. There are some non-negotiables.
Okay.
Right. As a founder, you need to have the work ethic. You need to have the energy.
Right.
You need to have clarity. You need to have vision.
Right.
Because all these things, both co-founders need to bring
Right.
and shape the company. And because any one of these things not present, it really means somewhere the company is going to lag.
Okay.
Right. And then there are other things. This is the complementary skill sets. Complementary skill sets are the most commonly talked about thing with co-founders, right? What it actually really means is, at some point in this co-founder journey, be it in the first 6 months or in the first 6 years or sometime, right? You're going to swap hats.
Okay.
If you're the sales guy and your co-founder is the product guy, you will become the product guy, your co-founder will become the sales guy.
Okay.
So now, the question is really,
How does that swap happen? If a person, like, suppose, let's say I'm a co-founder who is in charge of product and building and stuff like that, and there is another co-founder who works on sales, marketing, etc. How does that swap happen? Because I don't have experience with marketing and sales. So how does that swap
100%.
happen?
No, that's a great question. So, thinking that you need that much expertise in marketing is the only reason you're good at marketing is the first problem. As a founder, you need to know the whole thing. It's like Matrix. You see the Matrix kind of situation, right?
Right.
So both of you need to share 90% of everything.
Right.
Yes, the other person is doing product. Yes, you're doing sales. Doesn't mean the other person doesn't know what sales is happening or how to approach sales.
Right.
And same thing with product. Yes, you might not know how to write a line of code. That's fine. You can get an engineer to do that. Now you can get AI to do that. But how are you shaping the product is what gives them, the substance to your sales,
Okay.
right? You're not going and selling. Yes, my co-founder packaged a piece of software today, and I'm going to sell 10,000 copies of this.
Right.
You're selling the roadmap, you're selling the vision. Where is that coming from? It is coming from the both of you, right? And when I say swapping roles, it is not like you flip a switch and one day he's doing the other and the other one person doing the complete opposite, right?
Yeah.
It's slowly helping each other see gaps in each other's work. So if you're the product guy, your co-founder should show the gaps in your product building, regardless of them not having built a product ever in their lives.
Got it.
That is because of the clarity, the vision, the market signals that they get from the outside world. So when you have two co-founders, right? If one is building the product too much, so they're in their own bubble.
Right.
You need to bring that world's perspective and say, you know what, here's how things are happening. Here's how we should shape the product. Here's how this should be, that should be. Maybe it could be a simple thing like a color that doesn't sit well with your customer.
Got
How
it.
would the product guy know? No. So it's like it's not exactly a swap of roles.
Yeah.
But you should know enough that tomorrow, if your co-founder is sick, you can still keep the company running.
Got it. Got it. Makes sense.
This is what largely happens in large companies. VPs are moved around. VP of HR becomes VP of marketing. You think the HR guy knows anything about marketing? Theoretically, yes, they do. But you go there and you figure out. It's the clarity that you bring. It is the experience, the
Okay.
years of been there, done that, that you bring.
Yeah.
There's never really that one whole specific domain expertise.
Yeah.
Because marketing isn't about writing flowery words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marketing is getting people to notice you. That is not a one person's domain.
Yeah.
HR isn't about writing rule books and making sure everybody follows.
Yeah.
Right? HR is building culture in a company that every manager has to do, let alone a leader.
Yeah.
So roles are very fungible.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Right. So I think, yeah, as a co-founders, especially this C-level executives, I think they have a lot of transferable skills across the domains.
Yeah.
So I think having the transferable skills is really important
100%.
when you are at that level. I
That
think
is the word.
Yeah.
Transferable skills.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. I think hard skills, I think most of the people can learn, but one soft skills is something that everybody should have. And also the transferable skills in each domain are really important
Yeah.
when you're at that level. And everyone should have that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, instead of thinking they should have that, if you go to that place, if you're good, you will naturally build that.
Yeah.
It is necessary. All these, things about having clarity about a role or in a function, or about building, or about selling, or about managing people. It all brings that additional layer of, roughly understanding everything in the company. So if you're moved around, it should be totally fine.
Got it. So you have built products, I think over a decade now?
Yeah.
Close to a decade.
I feel
maybe?
old now. I just said
We
that
both are.
1 month ago and now you're making me feel old.
We both are. But but you have built product across different domains and close to a decade now. So now maybe a 18-year-old or 20-year-old Naveen, while building a product, how is the thought process like right now with all the tools that you have got when compared to maybe when you have started building? Like what is a like very important thing or a difficult thing when you started building products, which is now a very trivial thing?
I think the entire the process of building a product much more simpler, right? And honestly, the work that goes into building a product and selling it, all of that is much more simpler. You can use AI to build a product, you can use AI to sell, you can use AI to marketing, right? So you could do for all of these functions. What that has actually made is the the floor has risen.
Okay.
Right. So what you're capable of doing is now much greater.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't need to be an engineer to build a product. You don't need to be a sales guy to do sales.
Okay.
Right. Largely with the help of AI, you can do a lot of things that you couldn't do before.
Right.
Clear capability additions, a clear raising of the floor.
Right.
That didn't exist before.
Right.
You had to learn every single thing and do it yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a fantastic thing, because in a very positive way to look at things, right? It's not but oh hey, it's become so easy, oh so well engineers have a job or things like that.
Yeah.
The positive way to look at things is everyone can now build a product.
Right.
And what does that actually mean, right? If everyone can build a product, you can now focus on getting that clarity, the most important thing in sustaining that business. That is your only goal. You don't have to be distracted by building a product. You don't have to be distracted by the process of marketing, process of sales, customer success, HR, 100 other things that will come.
Okay.
You don't have to be distracted by any of these.
Okay.
You can largely set the vision, and you know that you have an intelligent partner, if I may even call it that, right? So that way, it's a fantastic thing.
Right. So I get your point on AI in product building and everything, right? Because I'm an engineer myself, building products, etc. I know the capabilities of AI while building products. But let's double click on AI in sales and AI in marketing.
Sure.
Since you have been running a company, so how good is AI in this aspects like sales and marketing? Is it as good as building a product?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. You can't straightforward give an answer saying it is good at doing marketing or sales, because what is AI, right? It inherently cannot do marketing, cannot do sales, cannot do product building. So it is a capability that came on top of AI's natural abilities, right? So how would you say, or how would you use AI in marketing? How would you use AI in sales?
Yeah.
That is what it goes down to.
Okay, give me
whether
an
it is good or not. Yes, let's get on to that, right? Let's take marketing for example, or we can even take the simplest point about your website for example.
Got it.
Right? You have to do SEO, and now you have to have AEO and GEO, right? That's largely how you get AIs to recommend or at least mention your product and so on in when people are chatting with AI, right? How do you do that? It's the same thing. Build a website that is valuable.
Okay.
Right? It has relevant content that if anybody finds, including AI, it is worthy enough to be cited.
Okay.
You would have had to employ a lot of people, bring that domain knowledge, and spend a lot of time doing all of this. Now that is compressed, right? You can build, and here's the beautiful part. You don't go to Claude or ChatGPT and say, hey, do marketing for me. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's exactly not going to work as in, oh, go build this product for me. It's not going to build it that easily.
Yeah.
People are trying. Probably that's the first thing that will come. But you build. So right now, AI is good at building software, right?
Right.
Build a software that can do marketing for you.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. Build software that does the website for you.
Okay.
Build softwares that optimizes your website for SEO, for AEO, for GEO. Build a software that makes social media content, right? And I'm not even talking about very AI sloppy, long pieces of word vomit. I am purely talking about everything else, be it posting videos, be it pulling content from 3 different sources and extracting some value and putting some new web page on your website, right? It can do anything and everything. Your imagination is the limit now.
Okay.
If you think marketing, if you think out of the box, and you can build a software out of it with AI, AI will 100% boost your marketing.
Okay. So let's talk about AEO and GEO, right?
Yeah.
So is there something um, like how it goes in SEOs and index ranking and etc. Right? In Google search, uh, it ranks on the basis of I don't know, reviews and hits. Like each website gets ranked on basis of some of the parameters
Yeah.
that Google has. So are there any kind of parameters for this as well? Like how many
So
times do you get
largely
cited?
SEO, right? SEO and getting Google to rank you better was all about keywords and key phrases.
Right.
Do you have the right topics in your website, and how much of it do you have? And the second part was how much of the rest of the internet links back to your website, right? So that is taken as a proxy for having good, valuable content, because there was no other alternative before. If someone, so it's exactly like if someone refers you for a job, you have better chances of getting that job because that person is already in the system, right? The same thing. Another website refers you. This one gets better. Similar principles exist with AEO and GEO,
Okay.
except for the fact that you're no longer constrained by keywords. You don't have to focus on two words and slip it in various different weird ways. So now it is about actually producing value for content, right? Your website needs to have details. It needs to actually have the, let's say if your prospective customer comes onto your website, they need to find value in 100 different ways.
Right.
And here's the thing, it's not just your product, right? So marketing in terms of SEO, AEO, or any other ways, right? You need to build web pages for 100 things that your customer does that might not even be related to your product. The point is you get your customer onto your website.
Okay.
How do you do that? Now AI will look at big pieces of content and judge you based on that. So you have the liberty to do big pieces of content. You need to bring in novel pieces of content and say, and have big explainers, and then have other websites link you. That part is never going to be an escapable
Right.
aspect.
Right. Got it. Okay. So tell me just one thing in AI sales or AI marketing. Just one thing which you think AI has done better, because I have actually posted many reels and videos, right? Not many, I guess, but I still think building product has gotten easier, but selling a product and sales is still a human job, and I think people who do it well are really paid.
Yeah, yeah.
Well paid. So I still think sales and marketing is something that humans can do better than AI. You tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, and if you have any use cases you
Sure.
think AI has kind of significantly improved this workflow in terms of sales and marketing, that would be great.
100%. When you say sales, you're only thinking about the human to human part of sales.
Right?
There is so much work that happens before that human to human meeting happens, right? And all those places are where AI will be immensely valuable.
Okay.
For example, providing intelligence before you go to a sales call.
Okay.
Quick background about the stranger that you're meeting, their likes, dislikes, their usage patterns over the internet, right? And this is not something new. This has existed for the last decade, and it has gotten extremely more powerful with today's AI.
Okay.
And if you step further back, how did you get that meeting? You can use AI to do all sorts of marketing and sales to actually land that meeting. And if you go further back, the thing that feeds into the systems that go get you meetings, even that can be made with AI, right? So it is about the understanding, it's about the ease, it is about how many layers of complex things that you can do. Second point is human to human selling, yes, has to be human to human,
Yeah.
right? If I'm able to sell to you, it means you like me.
Yeah.
If you're able to sell to me, it means I like you. But before that is everything that AI can do much better, much nicer, and enhance this first meeting to a level where that wasn't possible before. The second thing is the world has largely been human to human. Yes, iPhones have existed. Yes, the internet has existed. But you still go to a pub, right? You still go play games in a football field. You're not having any technology there.
Yeah.
But when you do sales, right? What's happening? Some other sales guy is selling to you and you're buying. But we're going to enter a world where AI is going to sell to another AI. Now
Okay.
your question is back to you. Do you think AI will help AI sell to each other? Because I'll be honest with you, right? Is your inbox as empty as it was a year back?
No.
You have a lot of people reaching out to you for
Yes.
sales, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Would you rather have AI clean up your inbox?
Sure. Yeah.
Would you go and ask an inbox AI
Mm-hmm.
for a product that you're searching for and say, hey, this is a problem I have?
Mm-hmm.
Is it better to build it? Or is there some guy in my inbox selling to me?
Got it. Yeah.
Now it is going and doing this.
Mm-hmm.
This is you initiating stuff.
Right.
Take a step further.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is an AI that is omnipresent in your company.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jarvis, it is present everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it, but it's there everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes when you want its help.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now you're particularly facing a challenging part in your company. Maybe it's project management. Jarvis spins up and says, you know what? Here's something that was recently in your inbox. I've done the background check. Founders are legit. The company's been going on for 5 years. They've got glorious reviews. Companies exactly like ours are using this.
Okay.
Do you want me to set up a meeting?
Mm.
What would you say? Yes.
The idea is super good.
Now AI is
Yeah.
selling to AI.
Yeah. The idea is very good. I'm not sure how much Gemini does it. I think for every Gmail there is Gemini right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much Gemini is doing, but the idea that you have just said is super interesting.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and this is the first idea. So if you think of it in layers, right? This is literally the first step you can take.
Yeah.
We don't know what is the second or the third step or the fourth step. Because now you can. So I don't know if you followed the news, but Cloudflare has introduced a payment gateway where bots can pay through blockchain powered cryptocurrencies
Okay.
and access the website. So what does that actually mean? AI is selling to AI. Or at least AI is selling to another technology. Basically, you're saying, I have valuable content. You want it. I'm going to sell it to you. And it's going to be in some auction and this and that also in the middle, right? So
Yeah.
it is largely going to be a different world that we all live in.
Yeah, I think products like that would be super interesting. Even for me, right? I'm also looking for outreaching, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
brands and everything.
Yeah.
I want to outreach and maybe present them with my offerings, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It would be good where if I can automate that kind of outreach,
Yeah.
and meet good like-minded people.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
Yeah. This is a solved problem. Yeah. We have built products like this for ourselves in the company.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Outreach is completely automated.
Okay. And how many people are getting back to you? And the follow-up schedules, I think for outreach, if you send someone something, they might be busy and everything. And how would that work?
Yeah, and so largely this
scheduling
is
and
the cold outreach, art.
Right.
It's not even a science; it's an art, right?
Okay.
So the systems that we've built largely, it finds the right customer or prospect, does the research, matches with your company, and tries to find. Because here's the other thing with sales, right? You're selling a product, and it could be a standard product, but the way you use it versus the way that your colleague in your same team uses it will be slightly different.
Right.
So when the system is reaching out to you versus your colleague, it needs to write ever so slightly differently, so that the messaging that person understands properly.
Right.
It fits into their worldview. It fits into the problems that they have. That is what the AI's job is.
Right.
And this is the hardest problem to scale with human outreach.
Right.
And AI can do that naturally. So it researches, it writes these emails, sends it out, and it has cadences, email cadences. send after 2 days, send after 4 days, send after 6 days. If they reply, what to do? If they're out of office, what to do? Right? If they say, hey, stop emailing me, what to do? If they say, book a product demo, what to do? So, yeah.
Okay. So your whole outreach is automated now. Okay. That's great.
Outreach is automated, SEO is automated, AEO is automated.
Okay.
Project management is automated.
Okay.
So every day morning, yes, I'm the co-founder, but there is a Claude instance that comes and scolds me and my co-founder for not having done X, Y, and Z things. Even today morning, yesterday night, I actually got scolded for not sending an email out. It said you've dragged your foot on this for 2 weeks. I'm closing this on Friday retro. If you don't do anything about it today. I got so scared, I scheduled 2 emails right then and there. I was coming to London today, so I wasn't going to risk it, right? I didn't want to get scolded, so...
Yeah, maybe I should have that as well.
Yes, everybody should. Yeah. And it's a very simple thing to build. I mean, it's just a bunch of things that is calling Claude, and it's putting Claude in the right mindset to coach you along, right?
Got it.
So, for us, sales, marketing, project management, design to a large degree, right? I used to go on Figma, spend so much time designing everything.
Never used Figma.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But beautiful tool.
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic tool, and I enjoy using Figma and designing and all that, right?
And how is Claude design compared to Figma?
I haven't used too much Claude design.
Okay.
It is really good. You need to have a starting point, just like any use with AI. You need to have your own design. If you go with a blank mindset, it is going to do a Claude design, and you know what a Claude design looks like.
Yeah.
Right? It's got that line on the left. It's got the serif headings. It's got the yellow page.
Yeah, and you know that M dashes and
oh
my god, it irritates me so much. Every time I tell it, please don't use that big M dashes. I don't want that. And it has that weird font, which if you look at it, it'll feel AI generated and stuff.
I'll tell you what irritates me actually. So in the world of business, right? Not many people used a word called wedge.
Okay.
Wedge is a Claude word. Wedge largely it talks about when you're discussing business strategy, marketing, GTM. It says this is your wedge.
Okay.
And it's a fantastic word. Thanks to Claude for bringing this into the wild.
Okay.
But everybody started using it.
Is it? Okay.
So largely, if you see what is happening, everybody's concerned about how AI will change their lives. They don't know, but it has already changed their lives. Right?
Yeah.
Subconsciously, you have adopted the words that Claude uses or GPT uses. And M dashes, yes, you might hate it. But I'll bet when you're writing, you put M dashes now. You put a line and say, you start talking in the way. It is a structure. It's a grammatical structure that... You say something and then you put a dash and then you give an example and then you put a dash and go on.
Yeah, I mean, I've never used M dash in my life. I'm not sure if I know how to use M dash rightly at all as well until I've met ChatGPT and Claude. I don't. I just know hyphen. I'm not sure what that M dash is used for.
It's largely a double hyphen. Right?
Yeah. It's super interesting. Right, so I was having a conversation with my friend, right? So he asked me a very interesting question. Since the introduction of ChatGPT, right, after Gemini and Claude, etc., apart from those three products, and there are many products that are coming up with AI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what is like that, apart from these three products, which is the product that you are using which has AI? Like you are saying that people are building a lot of products now, companies are forming up with AI and stuff like that. Apart from these three, tell me which is the product with AI that you think you're genuinely using, because without Claude, I don't think I would be able to live. So what is that product apart from these big three, which you can name?
I mean, shameless plug, but Pier20, right? So, so we use, it's an AI product and we use that quite a lot. I use that personally quite a lot in sort of maybe people, right? So that's obviously there.
Yeah.
But it's a very interesting question. There is a way to look at things. Are you asking about what other AI interfaces are you using, or what other use cases that are possible because of AI, or if you look at it in a straightforward, strict way of you, what other AI products are you using? Every product is an AI product today. Somewhere or the other, there is a corner that is powered by AI. If nothing, development was done by AI.
That's true.
Right? So that is theoretically an AI product. It is a product built by AI. Is there an AI component guiding you or helping you around in a product? That quite a lot. So you used Claude to do design, right? There are many such tools, all different kinds of AI. Image gen is one, video gen is another one. These are straight first, you give something to the AI and it comes out. And then there are secondary tools, right? Like for example, Pier20 is another one. It makes use of AI and gives a lot of benefits to the customer. That way there's endless, ways of looking at things. Try to do analytics. Why would you want to go and drag around widgets and plot charts? And do you know which charts to put or plot? Do you know what metrics to look at? What does it mean? How do I use it? Ask AI.
Right.
This is a very simple, straightforward use case, right? So I could go on and on and on like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you said many products these days are like powered by AI or has some AI feature in products, right? Is it because AI is solving the problem, or is it because of FOMO or like investor pressures or something like that? Or I think everyone are introducing AI even though there is no proper use case sometimes.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the case? Like
everything. There is truth to everything. There are cases where AI is genuinely moving forward the frontier of usefulness of that use case. There are places where there is external pressures. It could be investors. It could just be market pressures. You are seen as a dinosaur if you don't have AI. The word AI on your website, right? Just when ChatGPT had started picking up heat, any sales call, right? They would say, "Hey, you know what are you doing with AI?"
Yeah.
Right? They don't know what AI is, but you want it because it is largely seen as a very big productivity gain, as a very very big gain in general, right? Something becomes better with AI. That has largely been the narrative for the last 3 years, and hence everybody is driven to putting it in, right? Somewhere there should be AI. It's good. In a way, it's really good.
Do you think AI products have moat these days?
Very few have.
Because I think essentially, like, you can build this whole product which solves a problem, and maybe Claude or Gemini can just make it in another feature or something like that in their next version.
Oh, okay, that way. So there are two problems when you talk about moat and building with AI and AI products and moat and all of it together, right? So there are two things. Can someone else copy you easily? That is one problem. Can Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini, or any of these models can swallow your features? The entire company that you are becomes a feature in their model or in their offering. Two different things, right? With respect to copying, pretty much you should assume nothing is hard to copy right now. This is the mindset to adopt. You cannot think, yes, I have a great product and I will safeguard it and nobody will copy it. No. No way. Right? If it's just a simple website that you have, that in itself is enough to understand so much about your product, to be easily replicated. And I'm not even saying software. It could be very much hardware. You can have ChatGPT build something that is a 3D model, you ship it out to a factory, they build it for you, you're done. Right? And the other thing, right, which is, will the sort of, let's say, model's capabilities expand to a point where your company is irrelevant? that is an ever-present threat.
Yeah.
If you're an AI company that is reselling intelligence.
Okay. Double tap on that.
So largely, if you're going to build a better better code writing AI tool,
Okay.
a model will improve.
Hmm.
So largely, what you have said when you say I'm selling a better code writing AI tool is I have built software that compensates for the today's models lackings. Something GPT 5.6 lacks, something Fable 5 lacks. And so I have software to cover it up. And now you see immense gains in writing something, some piece of code, right? And we have done extensive research on this.
Okay.
And largely everybody has in today's world, and they call it a harness, right? This software.
Yeah.
And the consensus that we reached long time back, and pretty much everybody's reaching now, 9 months. 9 months is all you have.
Okay.
If you launch a product today with today's AI that has massive intelligence gains that core model cannot do, you have 9 months till the model evolves to become as intelligent as your complete offering.
Super interesting. And how did you come up with this number? 9 months?
History.
Okay.
You look back at each and every product,
Okay.
and when model moved ahead to meet that product's entire USP, right? So that is one. Largely, intelligence is growing that way. So yeah.
Okay.
So we took. So we did this during Manus AI. Manus AI.
Yeah.
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 Got acquired by Meta, right?
Meta, right.
So that is when we started thinking about this, and yeah, we do a lot of that kind of thinking in the company. We should put a lot of it out, but we don't, sadly.
Yeah. Manus I think Manus, right?
MANUS,
Manus.ai.
Manus, yeah.
I think it is used by a lot of marketers, is it?
Yes. It is largely a general tool, right? You can get things done is the whole point with Manus AI, but you can get things done with GPT now. You can get things done with Claude right now, right? So again, what did Manus build? Manus built distribution.
Yeah.
Manus built user traces.
Yeah.
Right? How are people using this, and for what? And how can we improve on those specific areas? And so they will continue to serve their customers better in that aspect. Why not? It's good for them, yeah.
Got it. Before we move on to Pier20, I think I had one more question.
Yeah.
So what do you think are that are low-hanging fruits in any of the industries that you think that can be solved easily with AI? I think if it is solved easily, I think many people have jumped on it
Yeah.
right away.
Sure.
But then what do you think is that low-hanging fruits that everyone should build a product in this space or solving something like this? Because in one of the events, again, I've been asked this question where uh, like they were like, everyone are building products left and right, and it was like, what is something that is tough to replicate or tough to get swallowed by these AI models? So I was suggesting something in the direction of maybe in multilingual or maybe in local market segment or something like that, but I didn't have any kind of concrete answer for that.
Yeah.
But do you think there is something like that?
So, two questions you had
Yeah, I
actually,
think, yeah.
right? So, one is getting swallowed by AI. I think we largely covered that.
Yeah.
But again, to just take it further, bureaucracy is one. For example, if if your product exists so that a company can run by enforcing a process, AI is not going to disrupt that. It is only going to make it completely irrelevant when AI replaces those roles. But as long as those roles are critical and they're not going to go away, that bureaucracy will exist. And if you build a product for that, it's fine. So this is largely in the software world. Physical world, there's infinite things that you can do that a model will not swallow.
Yeah.
Right? And that actually dovetails nicely into the first question that you asked, which is in what are these low-hanging fruits that somebody should build with AI?
Yeah.
Look at the physical world. Come out of your iPhone, go take a look at what exists in the world.
Yeah.
Simple question. Do you think a CNC machine has AI in it?
No.
You think a CNC machine will benefit from a better piece of software
Mm-hmm.
or having AI in it?
For sure.
Simple. Don't even go towards having AI in it.
Mm.
Better piece of software.
Mm.
Maybe the CNC machine has a piece of software that was written 30, 50 years back.
Yeah.
Build a thing better than that.
Mm.
You've got GPT 5.6 that writes excellent code. You've got Fable 5 that writes excellent code. You've got every week you have a new model that writes better code than the previous model.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying this is going to be a business for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm saying this is a low-hanging fruit.
Mm. Do you think in this world, any business can be 10 years? Any business can be successfully run in 10 years? Or do you think founders itself, you're a co-founder, do you want to run any business for 10 years? Because I think there is this exit mentality that has been going on, and it's not the founder's fault itself, I think, right? Because after 2 or 3 years, maybe the market might be saturated, or there might be a bigger player who will do things a lot more better than better than you, and you cannot fight it just by running the company and so on and so forth. So exit is that, for founders, exit is a very good financial deal, I guess.
Sure.
But then, can any company, or should any founder, with the mindset, my grandfather's age and my father's mindset is like, they run this company for my 50 saal se chala raha hu company, yeah, like 50 years say I'm doing this business and stuff like that. But we rarely see stuff like that, I think. Do you think, like, is it possible to run businesses for long now?
Absolutely. So, two complicated questions in your question, I would say. Let me just dissect and talk about each one of these in more detail. So, do I want to build a business that will last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? 100%. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm in it not because I want a quick exit. I'm in it to build a proper business, and I mean something that makes money.
Okay.
Right? And I'm in it to bring a difference. That is why we started doing this.
Okay.
Right? And I'm in it to take the complete ride. I'm not looking for shortcuts. Right? I'm not saying anybody who has taken an exit has done a bad thing. Absolutely, founders should take an exit. You've put in blood, sweat, and tears. God knows, only you and God knows how much you've lost.
Yeah.
Right? In the process of building all this.
Yeah.
So much stress, so much pressure, so much everything.
Everything.
Right? Pretty much founding is when people start developing white hairs, right? So why not take an exit? The thing is, most people don't realize an exit is never as profitable as the world makes it out to be.
Okay.
Exits are only profitable when you're massive.
Okay.
When you're a small company taking an exit, it's never as profitable as you think it is.
Okay.
So that is the reality, especially when you're a VC funded or like just a funded company, right? You have a lot more stakeholders to take care of, and only then benefits trickle down to you. By that time, it's much harder to exit. To the other question, is it possible to build a 10-year company or a 50-year company, like you call it, right? So simply put, what you start today is not the company that is going to exist 3 years back, or 5 years later, or 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 50 years down the line. What has it done? It has evolved. You have adapted. You have seen a shape in the market that has opened up. And you being a good businessman means you observe a gap in the market and you adapt and you go fulfill the needs and benefit out of it.
Okay.
Right? It might not be the exact same thing that you started with, but it aligns with your vision. And if you're clear, if you're always open and trying to see what exists in the market and how can we best serve the market and not be overly attached to the product and the idea, you will last 10 years. Keep getting clarity, keep moving forward, keep getting clarity more and more every single day. That's it. You don't be attached to that very core idea. No, if you're getting funding, right, nobody's funding you because you have this genius idea.
Yeah.
Everybody has ideas.
Yeah.
Before it was a thing that you could build. Now everybody can build. It is really your your grit, saying, I'm going to go build a business, come what may. I'm going to go, just going to go declare war against everything and everybody, and I'm going to win. That is what is necessary. If that is your mentality, 100 years, why not?
Okay.
Generational company you can build.
Yeah. So I just have one follow-up question before we move to. So you said that you need to have that perseverance and that kind of mentality to run the company for sure. Yeah. So if something is not working, right? Let's say you build this product and business and something is not working. So there are two options again. One, to shut it down.
Yeah.
And two is pivoting.
Yeah.
Like pivoting to something else, right?
Yeah.
So if someone has that perseverance mindset and everything, right? That I have to make this work. Like what I've taken, I have to make this work.
Yeah.
Do you think sometimes pivoting would be a easier solution and it might work? And when should someone think of pivoting?
That is a good question. When should somebody pivot?
Yeah.
I think when you have enough clarity that you're not best suited to win this problem. I think that's largely what it comes down to. So you've gained complete clarity about the problem you're solving, and you have tried everything. Nothing is working because of X, Y, and Z factors. You have done everything you possibly can to make it work, and it still doesn't work.
Okay.
Now there is a reason to pivot, right? And for another reason to pivot could be rules change, regulations change, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're a Web3 founder, right? A crypto founder, right?
Yeah.
Rules have changed in the last decade so much. So you can't say, I won't pivot.
Yeah.
You don't have a business at that time. You have to pivot and move with the change. That's largely what it is. Pivoting is that identifying that gap. Or, if you take a step back, your ability to see something is shaping up the way it is. Because that is what you as a founder, as a person with a vision, a person who can step back and step into it, zoom out and zoom in at the same time, right? Able to see and able to assess with all the experience that you have gained, you're able to say, this is what it's going to shape. And I need to be better positioned to adapt to that coming change than die sticking to the old thing.
Yeah, well put.
Keeping an open mind, that's what it is.
Yeah, well put. Right, okay.
Actually, before you move on, you had an excellent question you asked me that day about has AI built anything that's useful?
Yeah.
Right? Real world use cases, usefulness.
Yeah.
You and I and everybody on the internet, we always hear about a cool new AI app.
Yes.
Right?
Every day.
But have you heard about the Australian researcher who cured his dog's cancer? So that's been a thing. He's used ChatGPT and he's used AlphaFold.
Okay.
And his dog was diagnosed with cancer, and rather aggressive one, and was given 6 months of agonizing pain and no more. He was able to figure out, isolate the reasons and formulate, I wouldn't call it a medication, but a solution rather, right? To improve his dog's conditions. And now that dog is still alive. That is a fantastic thing.
Yeah.
I think another thing that you might have actually seen is, if you're in the very nerdy circles, right?
Yeah.
AI has now slowly started to solve hard to solve math problems.
Yes.
Conjectures, as they call it, right?
Yeah.
Conjectures that were once considered unsolvable are being dug up from their graves and being worked on by AI.
Yeah.
And now you're having at least direction towards solutions. Sometimes solutions to simpler conjectures. Right? And that is some real world use case. Finding a cancer drug. That has been the holy grail of all of science, of modern science, right?
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Yeah. So few episodes back, I've interviewed. We did a podcast with Chief Scientific Officer of Bayesian. So they are a lot into clinical trials and building, designing medicines, good medicines, etc., drugs. right? So he was saying that AI might not be there yet in like finding a very good drug,
Yeah.
like very good design drug,
Yeah.
but it has made the feedback loop faster.
Yeah.
Like it can really help you fasten the whole process of like designing a drug and then
Yeah. Yeah.
experimentation,
Yeah.
and then that clinical trials is, I don't think AI can do anything in that, because it has to be performed on someone, right, for clinical trials. But this process of designing and everything
Yeah.
has been improved by AI is something that
Yeah.
he was saying, which is super
100%.
interesting.
So there's so much that happens before human clinical trials come into the picture, right? So all of that time for all of that can be compressed. The quality of all of that can be 10x, 100x better now.
Yeah.
So the first drug that you trial with the human
Yeah.
is infinitely better than what you had before.
Yeah.
Pre AI, I mean, right? So, like a simple example, right? You can run simulations on proteins or on the same virus, right? Which is again essentially a protein thing, right?
Yeah.
So you can do very accurate simulations
Yeah.
and have a much better vaccine
Yeah.
that you can trial with a human.
Yeah.
And that is a concrete benefit to humanity,
Yeah.
right? Be it in all angles, right? Be it for the person undergoing the trial,
Yeah.
or be it entire humanity hedging on just this one vaccine coming out,
Yeah.
or being well prepared,
Yeah.
or saving costs of preparing a vaccine,
Yeah.
or even this is the other thing, like the researcher with his dog.
Yeah.
It is possible for you and me to actually even consider,
Yeah.
right? This is a thing that we could possibly do,
Yeah.
which is a capability addition.
Sure. Yeah. 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 I think you brought up a very good point, and yeah, I think AI is helpful, but then yeah, with all this hype and everything, sometimes the tools that get into limelight
Yeah.
are pretty basic, and I feel like, why is this tool helpful? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel that, but yeah.
I'll tell you why that is.
Yeah.
When you say it's popular, or when you get to know, or
Yeah. Yeah.
more people are using it. Wide adoption happens when there is a simple use case. People don't use it
Yeah.
because something can do 100 things
100
at a
things,
time.
yeah.
Everybody knows a Swiss Army knife,
Yeah.
but you use a single knife in your kitchen.
Yeah.
It is always that
Simplicity, novelty. Yeah.
you have a problem
Yeah.
and it has a solution,
Yeah.
and if you tackle that,
Yeah.
if it is a hard problem, it is a big painful problem, you will see wide reception.
Yeah.
The audience is bigger.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that every product that has to be is popular needs to have 100 features.
Yeah.
Or it needs to be X amount or above complexity.
Yeah. It should
Because
not
when
at
that
all.
happens,
Yeah.
audience is much lesser.
Yeah.
Very few people have 10 or more complex requirements, but everybody has one complex requirement, which is what popular products solve for. That's why you see that popularity.
And I guess good backing and right place at right time. Uh, I mean, we should also account for that as well.
100%.
Yeah, even though your product is good, it solves a great problem, simple problem, but if you are not at right place at the right time, maybe geographically as well,
Yeah.
or good backing,
Yeah.
it will just die
It
out
goes back to the
sometimes.
thing that I told in the beginning, right? Feedback from the outside world, and it is right place, the right time, most important thing.
Yeah.
It could be geography, money,
Yeah.
distribution,
Yeah.
anything and everything you can think of. There is a lot more than just building.
Yeah.
That is what it comes down to,
Yeah.
right?
True.
And the other thing with simplicity, right, is the most hardest thing to make happen.
Yeah.
It is very easy to build 100 features. Knowing what is just one feature to keep and promote the right way
Yeah.
is all that matters.
Okay, let's talk about Pier20.
Yes.
Pier20. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, before you talk about what it does and everything, tell me about the name. The name itself is super interesting. Pier20.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the story behind it, and is there any significance?
Yes, quite a lot.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I'm very bad at naming anything.
Okay.
That's the big, heavy point to take away from all this. Okay.
Yeah.
Second, my brother, my co-founder, right?
Yeah.
Proposed a couple of names, possible names. This was short. I wanted a short name. He liked the name. I also liked the name. It made the process of picking a name quick and unanimous. So we went with it.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Okay.
I am horrible at naming stuff.
Okay.
I don't want to be doing it.
Okay.
The name is very important. Someone else proposes. There's reasonable criteria, small, easy to do, easy to pronounce, easy to write, looks good. Fine, done, move on. It's not a thing that anybody should get stuck on for 100 days. Have a name, quick, and move on.
I think naming is important. Like people
Significance-wise, there is a story behind it.
Okay.
So my brother spent a lot of time in California, in Silicon Valley.
Okay.
There is something pure, something or the other. I forget. My memory is not serving me today.
Okay.
So he's got some fond memories there. So he thought, hey, Pier20 might be a nice, unique name. It was a unique name. There is no other company named as Pier20, and so that way it is. It ticks all my boxes.
Yeah.
He liked it. Why not?
I think many businesses name their businesses. The name itself does not capture what the business does. Most of the businesses. I mean, people like Elon Musk naming their business as X.
Yeah.
And Boring Company.
Yeah.
In itself,
Boring Company is very literal.
Yeah.
It is boring through the ground. Yeah.
I think that's an interesting name, but X also sounds cool. But yeah, I think name itself I don't think is super important, right? Like with Ubers, and there are many terrible names with businesses which have done very well.
Yeah. See,
I'm not saying that your name is terrible.
I didn't go there at all. We love our name. Yeah.
But yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It is you who bring weight to that name. If you do good, that name also stands for good things.
For sure. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Got it.
Being too literal with your name, or let's say you start off with a product and you bring a name that is very literal and you're just boxing yourself for that one idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much context do you have? Are you willing to die with that name?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Got it. So yeah, tell me, what does Pier20 do?
Yeah, absolutely. In the world of public markets, right? Capital markets, you have a strategy, right? You want to write an algorithm, you have an idea. You want to systematically write it down, have it, get some evidence that it works, get more evidence that it won't lose money, which is the biggest thing, by the way.
Okay.
And then, have it do stuff for you, right? Could be generate signals, could be take trades on your behalf. It's a big problem. So how do you go about research? How do you go about testing? How do you go about simulations? That's what Pier20 does. So we help traders build systematic strategies quickly and much more safely.
Okay.
The quickness comes from being able to do research and go live in the same platform. The safer and the better way comes by the entire test suite that we give them. So when you think you're going to make $1 million with your single idea, our test suite tests it across all historic data, and then it simulates market conditions that you may never have thought about, tests your idea against that, and tells you what you thought was going to make you $1 million is actually going to lose you $100,000, and now it's up to you to go live or not. That's what our product does. It helps you translate your idea into a public market strategy.
So ideally, let's say if I want to trade or invest, I don't think investing is in your cards, but let's say trade. I do not have any strategies I don't have any strategies, and I got to know about Pier20.
Yeah.
Now, what should the person do, or what is the first step that he should take? Let's say does not have any idea, right?
Yeah.
So I think in your website, you mentioned that if you have an idea, come to us and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
So having idea is the must, is it?
Yes. We are not. We don't give you ideas.
Okay.
We are not there to tell you, hey, this works, that works.
Okay.
We're saying if you have an idea, we'll tell you whether it works or not.
Okay. So let's say if I have a simple moving average idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the idea.
Yeah.
On, let's say, Indian NSE markets or S&P.
Yeah.
Does not matter.
Yeah.
So now what? I have an idea.
Yeah.
So,
So you come into our platform. It looks exactly like every other chat product that you could use. Come in, say, I have a moving average. I want to try it on SPX, SPY,
Okay.
TPQ, NSE, right? Nifty 50, something. You describe your idea with some specifics, and first step it will do is, if there is no clarity, it will ask for clarity.
okay.
Next, it will then go and build the strategy and backtest it, and then tell you how it would have performed before if you had gone live 10 years, 20 years back, right? And then it will look at the strategy's problems, bring those problems up to you, and if you want, it can give you suggestions on how to improve it. It's up to you to pick which improvement you want to make. Once you make the improvement, you can test it again much more, and then you can do the other bit, out of sample simulation.
Okay.
So historically means that you have a sample. Out of sample is trying to come up with events that may have never happened.
Okay.
But the beauty of the markets is it is never a repeating thing.
Yeah.
Every day is going to be largely unique. So we simulate unique situations to test your strategy. And if it all passes, now you have good evidence that you can take it live. Click a button, you can go live.
Okay. I have few follow-ups, right? I think the first is all these finance companies and banks or anything for that matter. One disclaimer that they have is with markets that past performance is not a mirror or guaranteed for future performance.
Yeah.
Now, when you are testing or back testing, essentially, you're relying a lot on past performance, past data, etc. So, do you think extrapolating that to the future, whether this strategy works or not, do you think that still holds, or that statement still holds that past performance is not?
I'm so glad you brought this point up even more detail. That's exactly the problem we solve for.
Okay.
So we are there to say historic performance is not the only thing you should bank your futures on.
Okay.
Right? We are saying you need to do a lot more testing that is outside of the historic data that you test for.
Okay.
That is where the simulation suit, out of sample simulations, right?
Okay.
So we generate random events that have not happened in the past to test your strategy on. So this is the core offering of the product. It's the risk management layer. It brings the risk down.
Okay.
So largely, why do people lose money? They have exposed risk.
Right.
They've not considered one thing that might have happened in the markets sometime in the future, and they lose all their money. So we try to predict random events that could bring your strategy down.
Okay.
Essentially, we're taking a bat and hitting your strategy so much that at the end, if it survives, there's a very good chance that it could make money.
Okay.
So we are exactly proving that statement that it is right. That historic performance is not indicative of future performance. We're giving you the tools that you can convince yourself that yes, historic might have been fine, but I have tested for a billion other things, and it is now surviving my thesis. Yeah.
So you talked about simulation, right?
Yeah.
Simulation of Black Swan events.
Yeah.
So how can you simulate Black Swan events? Like how can you predict something like COVID would happen, or like all these kind of events are Black Swan, which kind of dampen lot of portfolio performances, and
100%.
it takes a lot of time for it to recover. Maybe after COVID, I think it has recovered pretty much. But then in this kind of simulations, how do you simulate that kind of stuff? Like, do you account for Black Swan events always, or?
No, all good questions. First of all, we don't claim to generate, test for Black Swan events, or predict Black Swan events and then help you test for them, right? So what we are saying is, let's say in the historical data, you have 10 places where you lose money, right? That means you've only tested for 10 problems. There could be 100 other problems. Now to the question of how can you, largely your question comes down to how can you look into the future, right? So you don't have to look into the future.
Okay.
Just throw random darts at the board, right? So that is one way of doing things.
Okay.
The other way of doing things is in a very mathematical way. You can simulate many more things. Something like exchange going down, right? Or suddenly there are some gap up, some gap downs. Market moves because of something. Acquisition happens, government change happens, this happens, that happens. It is not the event that matters.
Okay.
The event's impact on the market and the maths behind it all. That the math is what we do. The maths that says here is how it moves. It doesn't matter what is happening in the real world. Some impact will happen in the markets, right? With prices and with volatility and this and that and 100 other parameters that go into, you know,
Right.
pricing something, right?
Right.
So that is the simulation bit.
Okay.
So we're not really saying, oh, curve it will happen. That is not a thing that happens in our system.
Okay.
But it's going to test against, you know, largely how it works, right? Historical data, it has a time series data, right? So generate 100 other kinds of time series data,
Right.
right? You don't have to have the same smooth curves. You can have different things. That is what simulation comes down to.
Okay. So with how much probability or accuracy does it work? Like, for example, let's say you said that this idea might work. Is there any time frame for which it will work, and what would be the market condition, etc.?
No, that's actually a very good question. Time frame, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing that we're not in the prediction and assurance business.
Okay.
That hey, your strategy will work for 2 years, not more, right? We're only saying X number of things I've tested, and you're protected against 100 things.
Okay.
It's like buying insurance, right? You buy insurance and you're protected for this, that, and so on, right?
Yeah.
So it's something like that.
Okay.
You're protected against the 100 things that have been tested for.
Okay.
And largely what it comes down to is, let's say in a fund, the more things that you test for, the better and the more safer you are, right? Instead of having lumpy returns, essentially you having spikes of high performing quarters and high performing losses, you would want to have a smooth return. That's what it is.
Okay. So out of, like, let's say I'm pretty sure you have customers and you yourself might have used and tested with lot of ideas, right?
Yeah.
How often do ideas beat the benchmark, like in Indian markets, let's say Nifty consistently, or S&P 500 in the US or Nasdaq, etc.?
Yeah.
How often do you think any idea or any strategy would beat the benchmark consistently?
Very rarely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing that most people don't realize. It is very hard to, especially those who are getting started. You have high ambitions, fantastic, but you need to have that open mind that I talked about in the beginning, right? To say that something doesn't work, that you created something doesn't work, it's a very hard thing to accept. Your creation isn't working.
Sure.
And that is where most people have, huge losses.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question, nothing ever starts at a place where it is generating so much returns.
Yeah.
It is the feedback and the direction that you take. So you need to keep improving on this. First version will never make money. First version, take the feedback from having tested, having simulated, having run paper trades, bring that back and see what is happening.
Right.
Why is your strategy failing? That is largely what our product helps you do. It tries to show you this is where you're losing money. Maybe you're taking too many trades. Maybe there are drawdowns that are costing you too much.
Right.
Maybe brokerage is costing you too much because X, Y, and Z problems.
Right.
So it actually tries to tell you, here are places where you're losing money. First and foremost is the theory of risk management. It's not about how big of a win you have.
Right.
It is about minimizing your losses.
Right.
Less number of losses and having very average profits is much better than having big profits and big losses.
You know, with trading, I at least feel, because I have had my fair share of experiences with trading and etc. I think more than strategy, risk management is really important.
100%.
Position sizing is important, very important.
Yeah.
Number 3 is over trading, revenge trading.
Yeah.
All of those
Emotions
and everything.
Yeah.
So let's say we have got the strategy right and everything with Pier20. So all those things that I've just mentioned about, how do we solve that for?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'll tell you how I have solved for it.
Okay.
You need to have a cold machine run all of this for you. So put it into an algorithm that has no emotions is the best way to go about it. If you sit on the screen and you're seeing it go red, 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 red for 7 days, you're going to lose your mind. It's not a good thing. I have never wanted to sit on a screen and stare at it and have anxiety and so on. That's why I started building algorithms of my own, right? So that's one way I have solved it. I'm sure there are many other ways. I'm sure if you take up meditation and practice stoic fundamental philosophies and so on, maybe you can beat your emotions. But good luck.
It's super tough.
Very hard. See, like you said, right? Risk management, position sizing, all of this is all risk management at the end of the day. You need to know how to minimize your losses. Is it through having fewer quantities, which is position sizing? Or is it by having fewer trades? Is it by not having this trade and having something else covered for you? It's a whole field in itself.
And also, right, like you have tested the strategy, and let's say it tells that it's gonna make X% returns with let's say more than 50% win rates, etc. Now the problem with trading is those wins do not happen sequentially. So for example, maybe for straight 4 months maybe you can lose money, or maybe 3 months, but then the rest of the months the strategy will work, because the win rates can be dispersed. It is not sequential at all. Like one day you might hit the target, next day you'll hit the stop loss, or even for 15 continuous days you might hit the stop loss, and then maybe after 15 days you'll hit targets always. So you never know. So in that first 15 days, like you have to hold your nerves, and then even if you're doing algo trading as well, you kind of introspect and see, is the strategy really good? Why is it hitting 15 stop losses continuously? Why did it hit? So those kind of introspect and questions always happen. Like it happened to me. Like I don't think I've introspected well enough, and I think I was terrible at risk management. But then those kind of questions always happen. Like when you backtest and everything, it's great, but that sequence of returns is not something stock market gives.
100%. No, that's the beauty of the stock market, and this is why it is not meant for everyone, right? So now here's the thing: what you said, 3 months of losses and then you get a profit. What does that mean? First and foremost, if you've tested the whole thing, you've taken it live, you need to have conviction in the strategy that you have built, in the algorithm you have built, right? And you're going to say, I'm going to take X amount of losses. It doesn't matter how long, or it doesn't matter how much. I'm going to, let's say you say, I'm going to lose $10,000. Hold till you lose $10,000 and be disciplined enough to say, $10,001 loss, I am out of the market for good, or I'm out of this algorithm for good, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is also what you said, introspection. You need to take it a level ahead and be very clear. You need to observe properly. You need to analyze properly and say, is my algorithm suited for this current market condition? That is the question you're not asking yourself. If it is failing, but if it is the same condition that you've confident about, right? You've tested and you've seen this thing happen before. Back test, you've seen 3 months go loss, and you've seen simulations, and you're all fine. Don't let your emotions play, right? That's what it comes down to. That's the whole point of conviction and having that data and having that open mind to say, I know what's happening. I have conviction in this. I am fine to let it run. If you're not fine to let it run, you should cut losses immediately and move on.
And also you said market situations, right? So I think markets have 3 directions. 1 is up, 2 is down, 3 is sideways, right? So how should how can we define the market condition or situation or like direction for that point? Like while in backtesting, you have gotten this kind of results. It might be a trending market, But then how would you define it as a trending market?
Yeah, that
Just
gets into the deep technicals of identifying a trend and so on,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
There are many ways to do
Yeah.
identifying whether it's going up or down or moving sideways and so on. It's a deep science in itself. It's
Yeah.
a complete mathematical discipline.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
So why trading and AI setup? Like, I think your CV and experience was more towards like product building
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
of for music or softwares, etc. So why trading?
That's a great question. So, the fundamental truth about me, which I have, which I knew sort of, 18 years back, right? I will have many parallel things
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay.
So, while I was building my startup, while I was working at different companies, I've continued to trade.
Okay.
I've continued to invest. I have continued to build algorithms. I've continued to experiment. And lastly, this is not like a sudden new thing that I've picked up. It's been over a decade of, blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, right?
Right.
Of taking random trades
Right.
with no idea about the market,
Right.
doing absolute nonsense, losing money, making money, trying to understand why did I make money, why did I lose money, how can I lose money less, how can I make money more, right? All these questions, and how can I not let my emotions play? How do I know the best time to get out? How do I know the best time to get in?
Yeah.
And all these different questions kept asking, kept building. So this was a parallel interest of mine that has always been there.
Okay. Okay.
So it's not a new thing.
Okay.
It's just happened that when we set out building AI products, we built a few products here and there, and this is like the ever-present gravitational force, so to speak, right? It always kept pulling us towards finance, and this was the clearest approach that we could take.
Okay.
So it brought both product building, sales, and finance, the love of all things that I've done into one picture. Yeah.
So how is the TAM for this product?
Great question. Pretty good, pretty big. At least it's a very art, right? You can justify time, you can not justify time. So the way that we'd like to look at it is 280 billion, and growing quite a lot.
In which part should AI or should people use AI for trading?
Yeah.
So that's something
Fantastic
like
question. Yeah.
people, even myself, right? So I just wanted to do this experiment.
Yeah.
Where I think we have
Yeah, we've
talked
discussed,
about
yeah.
it, where I give AI three AIs $100,000 with no strategy.
You're wealthy.
Not at all. Not at all. It's all
Thank
paper
God
money.
for numbers, huh?
Yeah. It's
You
all
just put
paper
whatever
money.
number you want.
Yeah.
100,000, a million, it doesn't matter.
It does not
Yeah.
matter. But then without any strategy, whether we can make money just on the basis of publicly available news data or analyst reports or whatever that is available publicly, and whether we can generate an alpha with that. So turns out I don't think so. You need to have some kind of strategy with you for you to generate alpha and beat the benchmarks.
Sure.
So, at which part should people really use like AI, and which part do you think AI is not there yet?
Absolutely. Great question, right? I think people should use AI in trading, in finance, everywhere that can be non-deterministic. The moment you want determinism, you cannot use AI.
Okay.
So, what is determinism, right? Simple example. In your experiment, if you give the same news of that day at a later date and same numbers, whatever input parameters you have,
Right.
will it produce the exact same trades?
No.
Nope.
With the nature of LLMs itself, it is a non-deterministic. It's
Yeah.
all probabilistic, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it
So-
will do the same things.
100%. So that's exactly the point I'm saying. You should never have an LLM take a direct trade.
Okay.
But what can you do with an LLM? Do research.
Okay.
You can do testing. You can do coming up with ideas, right? All but one we do, by the way, right? We don't help you generate ideas. You can sit with an AI, come up with ideas, test them. You can beat them to a point where it actually makes sense. You're able to understand a simple thing, right? Moving average, like you said.
Yeah.
What does it actually mean? Go read about it with an LLM.
Yeah.
It will give you a lesson,
Yeah.
right? and ask questions, keep building, keep testing. All of those places you can do. So at a point where it is taking a trade, don't use an LLM. Before that, you can use a lot of LLMs.
Okay.
Right? And do you need a strategy to make money? That is a question with an asterisk on it.
Okay.
The asterisk says, if you want to make repeatable money, you need a strategy.
Okay.
That is what a strategy is.
Okay.
Being able to consistently deliver. Let's not even talk about beating the benchmark, alpha, none of these complicated words. Are you able to consistently make money? Are you able to make consistently profits?
Yeah.
Are you consistently not taking huge losses? Consistency. That is what a strategy will deliver for you.
Okay.
It will apply a set of rules, a template, a sort of decision making rubric on any market condition and help you be that deterministic. So largely that is what we built the product for. You take some trade today,
Right.
you come back a year later and you have a question, hey, why did they take this trade? Run back your historical data, right? You will have exact same trades getting produced. That also gives a side benefit. So largely, if you go live with a strategy, right, you've gone live for a month, you think it's not performing as great as you think it is, but you think you have an improvement. You want to quickly just rewind and see if I had made some simple improvement 1 month back, will it have performed? You don't need to do much in our system, right? You can literally say, you know what, I made this change, call it V2, run it against the last month. It has already been running live, so you know it has produced 20% returns. With this change, how much will it do? It will just go back and see. It is that determinism that plays out in a strategy that will make you consistent money.
Okay.
I mean, if your strategy makes money, to make consistent money. Because your strategy loses money, it will make consistent losses.
Consistent losses.
That's what it is.
So even after like setting up the strategy and everything, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of instruments to trade on.
Yeah.
Like which do you think, or which do you suggest, or maybe what's your take on that? Like instruments and derivatives. There's futures. There is like normal stocks.
So I think this is a sketchy ground for us to be discussing, right? So this is not financial advice.
This
is absolutely not telling you how to make money.
Yeah.
This is a research only discussion that's happening, right? So with that disclaimer out, what to trade on is two things: your expertise and your risk appetite. So your expertise also includes what you like. Okay, I like trading options.
Okay,
that's not what most people understand.
Yeah.
But if I go to
buying
equities,
or selling, buying or selling options.
I'm more the options writer, so I sell.
Okay.
So here's the thing, right? I understand this intrinsically. I've been doing this for so many years. I know this in and out.
Got it.
So I will do it. And I know what my risks are. I know I'm willing to lose X amount of money.
Got it.
Right? And I'm disciplined enough to say if I lose Y amount of money, I will get out for good. Right? So that is me. So expertise and liking is one. The other thing is risk appetite. Equities will give you X% return. Right? Derivatives will give you X plus something. So what is the scale of returns that you want? That is what it will come down to. You want a safe asset. You want to play with a speculative asset. That's what it comes down to.
True. You also mentioned about V2. So quickly, I think I was researching your website yesterday, and you mentioned V3 there. So
I think a correction there, right? It's V cube.
V cube, okay. V cube,
so largely, our system is 3 components, right? So velocity, validation, and variety.
Okay.
Velocity makes it really fast for you to, build a strategy.
Okay.
So, and it is end to end.
Okay.
Fast to build it, test it, simulate it, take it live. Super quick. Validation. This is the testing bit of it, simulations bit of it, right? We're going to take a bat to your strategy, and if it survives, then it's the strongest person on the yard.
Right.
So that is what validation is all about. Variety is the tricky part that we didn't talk about till now.
Right.
So your strategy, no matter how much you simulate, is only going to work for X amount of market conditions. What do you do for the rest of the year or the rest of the conditions, right? So maybe it works 4 times beautifully. What do you do for the rest of the times?
Mm.
You need different strategies that will cater to different market conditions. So how do you build variety, right? So you build variety by having a simple, easy, fast, and reliable way to come up with ideas, test it, and keep building that smoothness of the curve. That's what I said before.
Okay.
Right? You need to have a smooth returns curve.
Okay.
And that you can do with different strategies.
Okay.
So largely when funds have one or two strategies, right? They will look at yearly returns, it'll be good, but they'll have within the year lumpy returns. Sometimes they'll be up, sometimes they'll be down.
Right.
But if you have enough strategies, you can offset each one of these down months, weeks, quarters, any of it. So that is the variety bit. So we see it as an autonomous quant, right? So essentially, you test, you validate, and you bring variety into the whole process, so that you have a dependable book. That is what it comes down to.
So Pier20 is registered in UK
Yeah,
and it's based in Swindon or London?
London.
London.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a company, right?
Right. Yeah, it can be based anywhere, right? Okay. So as a founder in UK, so do you have any lessons? How is UK treating you in terms of business,
Yeah, yeah,
etc.?
I think UK is a fascinating place to be in.
Okay.
For anything, be it business, that's the world that you and I are in.
Yeah.
It could be anything. So business wise, relationships you develop with people here are the most important things for your business. Once you figure that out, everything else will follow.
Okay.
It is again, and then there are some universal laws, right? Distribution. You need to have distribution, and you need to have a good team, and you need to have a good product. You need to solve a real problem. All of that exists. Relationships matter here a lot more. Familiarity matters a lot more, right? And I hang out with you. Can I have a conversation with you that is outside of the transactional in nature, right?
Right.
That matters a lot more. So that is a very beautiful part, and that is a part that works beautifully with me. I value relationships.
Yeah.
I go out and build relationships.
For sure. Yeah.
Because that's what I want. I like it. I like doing it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a great place for me to be in and to build business. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I completely agree with you, right? Like I've lived in 3 countries, India, in the US and the UK. I guess in the US, I was a student there, and then I was in that era of like finding jobs, etc. With visa stuff and everything, it's a bit stricter there. In the UK, I've got that visa flexibility.
Yeah.
And I think I find a lot of events in London, especially it's so easy to just drop in any event after work just for 2 hours. One, you get free food, which is very good.
Don't have to make dinner now.
Yeah, no need to make dinner.
Yeah.
Number 2 is you get to meet a lot of like-minded people, interesting people. That's where you and me have met as well, and this relationship will continue, right? And number 3 is you might get to learn something new there.
100%.
So and with London, I think the public transport and everything is so connected.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to go everywhere without having your own vehicle. Like in the US, it's super tough to go anywhere without having your own car. Like that's something that I really cherish and I really admire, because if you have that like transport and connection taken care of, like even for today, right? This is somewhere up north. If the transport was not good, I don't think we would be here.
100%.
This would not be possible. So because of all this like transport and everything and a lot of events going on here, I think I really find it interesting and useful for me as well to build something here and to meet a lot of people.
I 100% agree with pretty much everything you said, right? I obviously don't have context to living in the US, having never visited nor lived. in the States. I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
What I can absolutely attest to,
Yeah.
events, and this, especially London.
Hmm.
In the world, most number of events happen here,
Yeah.
and probably next is New York and San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
So you're in one of the greatest cities by that definition already.
Yeah.
Second thing is transport.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Just take a tube to anywhere,
Yeah.
any corner of London. That's fantastic, right? You don't have to worry about anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the third thing is probably the quality of the people that you meet in any event.
Yeah.
Is consistently amazing.
Yeah.
It's always high.
Yeah.
And I'm with an open mindset, right?
Yeah.
I go with a mindset that I could learn from anyone and everybody.
True.
At any event.
Yeah.
I go to random events.
Yeah.
So I don't care what it is, right?
Yeah.
If it's a walk, it's a walk,
Yeah.
right? If it's a speech, it's a speech. If it's a demo, it's a demo.
Yeah.
If it's a talk, it's a talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
No.
I'll go. If it's just a networking event, it's fine.
Yeah.
You go there, try your luck, right?
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to meet a few interesting people.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic thing to have and to learn from.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday, Tuesday, right? I'd gone to a networking event. Too many people. I was very tired, so I left a little bit early.
Yeah.
I met a 17-year-old kid building something, and he was half Indian. His father was an Indian person who had migrated here long back, and he was talking about his business that he's building at 17. And I'm sitting here in 30, and I'm thinking, you know what? Hey, this kid is trying to do what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And then he comes out and he's like, do you have any, sort of words of wisdom for me, right?
Yeah.
And do I have any words of wisdom? Come on, I do talking for a living, right? and thinking for a living. So, that was fantastic conversation. Met so many interesting people. Just you want to do business, you want to do culture, you want to just brainstorm ideas. You meet all sorts of people in the event. We met, like you said.
Yeah.
We are not doing business.
Yeah.
We are not. Your work and my work is different.
Different. Yeah.
But we have one shared interest, which is in you're trying something in ChatGPT and so on in finance, and I happen to build in finance, and now we've come together to do a podcast, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That bringing of people together with different backgrounds, different ideas, quality.
And also we had a conversation about raising money, right?
Yeah.
So maybe let's quickly touch upon that.
Sure.
Why is it important, and should everyone raise money?
Absolutely. Yes, everyone should raise money.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to give you, my first-hand wisdom. I will borrow from the great Harry Stebbings of 20 VC, right?
Okay.
His words exactly in a conference a couple of weeks ago was, you know what, go raise money because you have a family to feed, you have rent to pay, you have mortgage to pay, and you have parents to take care of. What else can I disagree with, right?
Okay.
Please do it.
Because some people or some founders might be worried about losing up the control. It might be in terms of vision. I think mostly vision, but in terms of your company as well. And some businesses have worked with that bootstrap ideology, but as you mentioned, right, every business has that 9-month span right now, or 9
but
months.
At least, in a harness point of view, yes, they have 9 months for harness,
point of view. So if you can raise money, I think that loop can be faster, and you can maybe reach a lot more customers. And
so that's what raising money gives you, right?
Yeah.
You can speed things up 100%. It is about having additional resources to do more than what you can do right now, and it is also about not depleting yourself, right? As a founder, you're giving your energy and your time. You also want to empty your bank account to do a risky proposition, right? And here's the other thing, right? Can you not at all build without raising money? You obviously can. There are great bootstrapped companies. Look at Basecamp. Look at Zoho from our country. Zoho is such a beacon of the society. Zerodha, such a beacon for society, right? What are they? They bootstrap. They made money. They're using it for good. Fantastic. But on the other hand, it is about risk management, like our whole conversation has been, right? Can you handle that risk? Achieve escape velocity within the shortest time span that you have with the money that you have? Or do you want to go raise money, give a little bit more runway, for you to achieve escape velocity, little bit more resources to achieve escape velocity. That is what it comes down to. So 100% they should raise. Everybody should raise. At least attempt at it. This is the feedback that you get there will give you clarity about the business, about your market, about your strategies, everything.
Okay, so what is next for Pier20?
Growth.
Growth? Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. We're growing on all fronts, so that's there. Yeah.
Any new updates on the product segment, or is it just full on like sales and marketing right now? Like
both hand in hand, right? Okay. So we're doubling and tripling and quadrupling down on marketing and sales. So get more firms on board, get more people on board. That's number one. Product wise, we have extensive support for options. We're building really good support for equities and ETFs. So that thing is gonna get on par with options capabilities. So that's there. We're continuing the innovation that powers the platform, which is our custom programming language, DSL that we've invented and so on. So there's a lot to do and a lot to grow, and we're at the right place, the right time at this point. So yeah.
Okay.
So growth is one word across all areas: sales, marketing, product, teams, everything. Yeah.
London is said to be like the finance hub of at least the Europe and the West, right? So how easy it has been to find firms to onboard, etc.?
Excellent question. Easy. Not because it's just because I'm in London, right? It helps. It is a combination of things: right product fit. You've identified the right customer. All these things. 60% is New York, 30% is in London. Okay. So within just two cities, you have like 90% of your market, right? So that way, it is a great place to be in. How easy it is, right? It is easy and it is tough. Can you get a meeting? Now that is a tough question. Yeah. Can you find a company? Why not? Yeah. But is it better to go in person and have that meeting, or would you sit in a remote corner of the world and have that meeting and have a successful outcome? Yeah. I personally feel you can do remote, but it's a little bit better if you can go in person.
In person, right?
Very little. Little bit. Yeah.
I do agree on that point as well, I think.
Yeah. That warmth that you bring with yourself, that energy that you bring with yourself as a founder.
For sure.
It can't come through Zoom.
For sure. Yeah.
You can actually do all of that. Everybody does it. Yeah. I've done it in the past as well, right? And I continue to do it. I don't go to every sales call like in person and so on. But I take the opportunity when I want.
I also wanted to ask one more question, but I should have asked that before itself. Okay. But London versus Bangalore, like you have lived in Bangalore, and now London. You're building built company in Bangalore. Yeah. I'm assuming. Yeah. Your first company, and now in London. Yeah. What are the differences, and if given a chance, which one would you choose to build? I think you've chosen to build London right now, but what do you think that London has that edge over Bangalore, or vice versa? Like, what does Bangalore have that London does?
That's a tough question, right? Yeah. I mean, Bangalore is
for sure
home.
Traffic, I think. But I think
every place has traffic. Traffic is not a problem with Bangalore alone. Yeah. It's a problem with having a lot of people in a small area, and very hard problem to solve. Yeah. Right? Both cities are dealing with it in their own way. Yeah. Yes, Bangalore has a back foot right now, but I'm very positive, hopeful that things will get better. And the other part is, if it doesn't get better, why don't you take up the initiative, right? So 100%, it's there. Building in Bangalore versus London, I think pros and cons for both, right? Bangalore is the startup capital of India. And to some degree, even some form of a capital of the world also, right?
Yeah, true. In terms of talent and everything.
Yeah. Talent, access to resources, access to the world from Bangalore, all that exists. Yeah. One thing I do get from being, building out of London is, just a train ride away, it's a tube ride away to my customer's place. Yeah. That is a fantastic thing. Yeah. So if I'm selling to finance, and in India, I'd have to be in Mumbai,
Yeah.
or then, bigger markets, so London or New York.
Yeah.
So the question largely for me would be, how in the middle of it all should I want to be? Do I want to be, right? And the other thing is, there is a frontier for every sort of an industry. If it is AI, largely it's Silicon Valley right now, right? If it is finance, it is New York and London.
All right. So let's end this episode with rapid fire, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm assuming that you understand the rules of rapid
Yeah.
fire. You have to answer it in one word or
Sure.
one line, maybe. Are you ready? Let's start.
Sure.
All right. Will AI beat human traders? Yes or no?
It's already beating, yes.
Okay. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. Which one do you use the most?
Right now, probably ChatGPT.
Okay. And which do you think is good for trading and stuff like that?
Every 2 weeks it changes.
Okay.
If I say an answer now, 2 weeks later it'll be old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it comes down to what you want.
Backtest strategy or paper trade?
Two different things. You have to do both.
Yeah, true.
You backtest for something, you simulate for other things. You paper trade, just
Which part of trading can AI help the most?
I think we covered this. Everything that is non-deterministic, use AI. You want determinism, don't use AI.
Okay.
At least, don't have it take trades.
Okay. What is the most overhyped word in AI?
Oh, so many. I think overhyped word last year was rapper.
Yeah.
This year is probably
Agents.
agents, agentic.
Agentic. Yeah.
Harness is now
Yeah.
picking up the heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've spoken about harness so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Other particular words that irritate me: wedge,
Wedge.
M dashes, obviously,
Yeah.
and any sentence that says it is not this but that.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What a beautiful thing that was just overused.
Uh-huh.
And we cannot use anymore.
Okay.
Such a nice way of writing, sentences before. But
Right.
now,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay. One book every founder should read.
Oh wow, so many books.
Okay.
Shoe Dog, Phil Knight.
Mhm.
Story of how Nike came into existence. An absolute must read.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you cannot read that book, watch the movie Air, I guess.
It's such a small portion of that
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
But you should read the book.
I loved the movie Air.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice. Great acting. But I think, the book, fantastic book.
Right.
Incredible.
Right.
Another book, maybe, I'm just going to take Principles by Ray Dalio.
Yeah.
What a book.
Yeah.
What a book. You should read it in the formative years, of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Changing systems or something like that, right?
No. His first ever book was called Principles.
Okay.
Changing World Order was his recent book.
I think I've read that.
Yeah.
Not the first one. Okay. All right. Raise money or bootstrap?
Pros and cons with both, but raise money over bootstrap for me.
Sales or product, which is more important?
If you're a product guy, sales is important. If you're a sales guy, product is important because you have your blind spot, which is the opposite thing.
Okay. The best part about running a company in the UK?
Our relationships.
Okay.
Yeah. And access to the world in a different way. Yeah.
London or Bangalore?
Don't make me pick.
Okay.
I'm like Joey on this part. I want London on Bangalore. Bangalore on London is,
Okay. Fill in the blank. Most founders fail because?
They focus on one thing. They live in their own bubble. They don't see the world. They don't get feedback from outside.
Okay. Advice to a 20-year-old Naveen in one line.
Keep doing what you're doing, really. And see if you can build a lot more distribution or doing what you're doing. Just build more relationships, I guess. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And lastly, Pier20 in one word.
That's a tough question. Yeah. Pier20 in single word is probably easy but safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. That's all I have for you in this episode. It was super interesting conversation. I think super long conversation as well. Never recorded this long. But thank you so much for joining.
100%.
It was great talking to you. Great meeting you.
Likewise, yeah.
Let me know if you're going to any events or if you're in London. Let's meet and catch up. And I hope our community also has learned a lot from Naveen and this conversation. I'll link all the details of Pier20, the website, and Naveen's LinkedIn.
Sure.
every asset in the description. Please go through the website. Yeah, thank you so
Brilliant.
much.
Pleasure talking to you. It was
Alright.
great.
All right, thank you.